everyone. Welcome back to my channel. So today we're doing sort of like a sit down chat video about.
Can you speak louder?
No, I think I'm fine.
Because I can't hear you. So you're like, hey, everybody.
Today we're here to just discuss about why we moved to UK. I think some people might be interested in that. Just know why we moved and how we moved and all of that. Yeah. So I did post previously about moving from Dubai and getting
People
here.
might be wondering why my hair is this color.
Oh yeah, so we recently went to Italy and Zai decided to change his hair color. So that's the story about this hair. That's why his hair is like this. There's no other condition. Yeah. Yes.
Condition?
Yeah.
What condition you'll get for your hair turning white?
I mean, like, I don't know, there's some kind of condition where you get grays out or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyways, so the main thing that we wanted to just talk about was like why we moved to UK. So one of the reasons why that we moved is because we lived all of our life back in Abu Dhabi and we were in such like comfort zone where we didn't basically we just wanted to step out of our comfort zone, right?
Yeah.
That's my reason to move. And of course the opportunity came up and we just kind of jumped on it because it's not every day that you get to move, right?
I think for me personally, since I studied here and I was telling after when we were in Dubai that we should not limit ourselves to being in Dubai, because when I was studying here, it was more better for people starting out in their careers. So I keep telling Afra, because when you were in Dubai, like when we kept losing jobs and switching jobs, it was very hard to find a new job because most of the jobs are all like based on wasta. So if you know someone, you get a good job in a good company. Otherwise, you might be just in a very small company.
And people like in Dubai and Abu Dhabi, what I notice is that they really like factor in your age when it comes to a job, like more than what you can offer to the company and more than what you're capable of. They really think, okay, this person is 22 years old or 24 years old. That means there's no experience and he doesn't know how to do the job. Maybe this 24-year-old can do the job better than a 60-year-old or like a 50-year-old or whatever they're looking for, right? But the mentality there is like the quantity is what matters more than the quality, right?
Yeah.
Like the years of experience is what they really care. But we love Abu Dhabi, Dubai. Like we like any day that's the dream to go back, right? But it's just that in terms of like career, like when you're still very young and when you're starting out, it's just not the best place to be. I feel personally.
Right, like 20 years ago, it would be the best place because there was
like when our family
so much,
started out,
like opportunity, just like other countries, and it was not very biased. So I think it was the best time to be there. Like for us, we want to go back there once we build some experience, and we wanted to work in like some good companies, contribute really well to the community. So
community.
We were looking at other countries. That was the summarized thing. So we had Canada as an option, UK as an option.
So right after we got married, like till that point, we were like, okay, like get a job, be stable, get married. That's the goal, right? But after we got married, we were like, shit, now what do we do, right? Like now we can't just stay here and like do this like routine, like whatever job which you and most likely if we stayed, we would probably be stuck in that same role for like the next 10-15 years, God knows what. Because that's just how the work culture there is. Like it's like very little growth and like okay, like there is growth, of course, like things are changing now and whatever, but the growth is very like slow. We're still not there yet, you know what I mean? So basically that. So after we got married, we got really like conscious about what are we going to do, like what's the future going to be like. We started thinking more about like personal growth and career growth and like just family growth in terms of like just both of us. Now there's two of us, what are we going to do? We have to like set a goal for ourselves and all of that. So the only like answer we had to every discussion we had was we have to move out of this country. Like we just have to get out.
Yeah, it's not in a bad way.
We love the country. Like we love it more than anything.
Like I want to go there. Like all the time because
Yeah, of
our
course.
families, our friends are there.
Food,
The best food
just
you can get
halal
is
food
there.
everywhere. Yeah.
So, but initially, I think it's the choice we have right now to make good foundation, and then
Yeah.
we want to go back. Yeah, that, and we had Canada and UK as the main two options. Canada, we applied through the Express entry pool, which is like open to anybody who wants to apply, and we probably have another video on how to apply to that. And
So
we look at
we basically apply to every possible country that we can get to, right? So those three options, which was first was US because Zaid had a job. Zaid was working for a US company remotely.
I'm still working for US.
Yeah, he still is.
Yeah.
So that was number one to get to US. Number two was Canada, and then it was, I think number three was UK, right? We tried
Number three was UK, mainly because it's very hard to come to the UK.
Yeah.
You need a sponsorship to come here, and companies don't give sponsorship left and right. It's very strict. Like when I was studying here, for me itself to get a sponsorship to continue staying in the UK after studying was so difficult. And I managed to get it somehow, but then COVID hit, and then I lost my sponsorship, so I had to return back to Dubai. So we know like coming to the UK is super difficult.
It was like close to impossible, right?
Yeah.
UK was where we wanted to go, but it was like an impossible choice, so we really didn't try as much because there was literally no way that we could have got here.
Yeah, and then like just one day, we were sitting on I was sitting on my phone, and I was like,
you were.
I'm thinking, we need to get out somehow. I was looking at all the government websites, UK, Canada, and then in UK I see this visa route called the Global Talent, which is for like exceptional talent. I was like, okay, this I'm never going to get. But I was like, okay, let me see if there's a possibility. So I'm like, after maybe there's a way, let's just try it. Maybe we get it, maybe we don't.
Yeah, I remember when he first told me about this, like I was just chill. I don't know, I came back from work, I was chilling in the couch, just doing nothing or something. I don't know. And Zaid was like just browsing, and he came across this thing. And he was like, oh, there's this global talent thing, let's try for that, whatever. And I'm like, this is never gonna happen, right?
Yeah,
like, what are we talking about? And where did you even find this article from? Is this even genuine or legit, right? Because it's something that we never like read about, right? Like when we look
because it's not very popular.
It's not an option that comes up when you say you want to move to UK. What are the options to move to UK? It's not an option that actually comes up. So this was a very like a random find, right?
Like
yeah.
crazy.
So basically, how we got to UK is through the Global Talent Visa. That thing that he found, which I thought was not gonna work, but it actually did. We got here because of that.
Yeah.
We'll talk more about that in another video because that like there's a lot to talk about and like a lot to explore in that one topic,
so much.
And how we can get it and how long it took us for us to get here. What was the process like and all of that stuff.
Basically, to sum up, we came here for because it's better in career wise, and then I think one other reason was I think future for our kids. Like when we have kids, it's good for them to have the opportunity to study here.
Yeah, and then the exposure of like being outside, because in Abu Dhabi and Dubai, we're like in this little bubble, and that's the only thing we see. We're so like in comfort zone with convenience and like luxury and everything. Like we're just so like in a bubble, right?
Yeah.
And we don't want to get out of that bubble. And the world is like a lot more, and there's so much that the world has to offer, and we don't see it, we don't realize it, we don't need it. That's the kind of like mentality we have like when we're there. And you look for jobs for so long, at one point you just be like, I'll just take anything, right? So it gets to that point like where your experience, your like qualifications, none of that matters. So that's one of the major reasons why, because there's a huge difference in the job market compared to UAE and here in the UK. And I think it goes the same for like the rest of the world, right?
Yeah.
So for me, like there's a drastic, huge change when it comes to my career, my growth in my career and all of that. So that's one of the main reasons why we moved. My skin's been doing so well. My career's been doing so well. In fact, like mental well-being itself is just doing so.
And I would say the only con we face is like when you first moved. We missed our friends, our family.
Oh, I miss my family so much.
And we missed the food a lot.
That
but like I think a visit every now and then it helps us, satisfy that craving of UAE, which we really
I
enjoy
think like
going.
we'll still like for us like UAE is still home, and like there's no place in the world that will give us that feeling of comfort and being home like UAE does. Like that's the place we eventually want to be at. I mean, go back to. But at this point in our life, what we prioritize is our job, our future, this sort of stuff. So let's talk about lifestyle for a change.
Well, lifestyle wise, UK is nice.
Mm.
You have a lot of halal options for people who.
How is halal lifestyle, Zahid?
Okay, what is lifestyle?
I mean, for you, everything has to come down to food.
Okay. I don't know. What is
No,
life? For me, lifestyle is just
no,
like
lifestyle
food.
as in like, you know how like in Dubai when we were just like, okay, go to work, then come back, go for tea, and then junk food, and then like eating habits, and like we're just like chilling.
See,
all the time,
eating habits. I was talking about food.
Yeah, but you're talking about eating options.
It's the
Yeah,
same
but like
thing.
here, like so we've been married for like I mean when we were in
You act like
Dubai,
we've been married for ages.
we're not. We're just like it's not even a year since we got married, but like I think about 6 months we were in Dubai after
Yeah.
marriage, and we barely cooked anything at home. We
did
had
cook
like a
lot.
proper functioning kitchen. Now we have an open
We
kitchen.
did cook a lot.
We just made lasagna and ghee rice. That's it.
Biryani.
Biryani, lasagna, ghee rice. This was the
Yeah.
only 3 things that we used to make, and it was only in the weekends.
Yeah.
And we like it's very like unhealthy lifestyle, unhealthy eating habits, and like whatever, like if we even if we plan to make something, to cook something at home, eventually we end up like eating out. Like our friends would just call up and be like, oh, you want to go out and have chai, and then that chai would lead to a snack, and then the snack would lead to KFC, and the KFC would lead to
Snack would lead to a dinner, not
no,
necessarily
like
KFC.
snack, like you by the way, every time in Dubai Zaid would be like, I want to have snack, and what's the snack? KFC. I want to have KFC as a snack.
I don't remember. I don't recall this at all. Like,
Yeah, but anyway, so basically it's just a lifestyle of like, when you're there, you have plenty of options to go out and eat, and like you just step out of the building and there's like all that cafeterias or like restaurants, and it's restaurants everywhere, right? So you just kind of end up in this like unhealthy
well, you're
eating.
spoiled, honestly.
Basically you are spoiled,
Yeah.
and we chose to be spoiled, right? Like we just want to be spoiled. Like we don't want to like, as much as we want to go in that healthy route, it just
Very
the
difficult.
options we have around us just doesn't let us. So
Yeah.
we also wanted to kind of change that bit of our life, and coming here definitely did change that. We literally cook breakfast, lunch, dinner at home now, and we eat healthy. We're more like conscious of what we consume.
We don't eat healthy all the time.
So I just be
20% healthy, I'd say.
Yeah, we do eat healthy,
I don't like healthy food, honestly.
and we go out for walks.
Yeah, because we don't have a car. So
we don't have a car. Yeah, we didn't get a car yet, so
Yeah.
we go out to walk a lot, and that's something we never used to do in Dubai, because we'd literally just go down, get into our car, go for a drive. Like if we want to go out, it's always like going for a drive. So yeah. So basically, to sum it up, there's like plenty of job opportunities. That's one reason why we moved. Second reason is just growth in terms of everything, in terms of like mental well-being, in terms of job, in terms of lifestyle, in terms of everything. That's one thing. And then changing our lifestyle, and then like altogether, like basically just to kind of push us out of our comfort zone, look for something that's more challenging, and see how we can, it's just we just wanted to like reset our life in a way, because we were very newly married, and we're still very young, and like now is the time if we want to reset and explore something new. We thought this is the best time to do that. So that's the reason. So the opportunity came up, and we literally jumped on it. Literally, like the day we got our like approval of the visa, we booked our tickets, we booked the shipping company to like ship all of our furniture. We did everything like instant. We didn't want to wait even a second for anything. This was what we wanted. This was the plan, and we just kind of made it happen. We'll add another video.
Hope you enjoyed the video.
Yes.
Before you add another video, hope you enjoyed the video.
I hope people watch it, because literally nobody watches my videos.
Don't be so negative. Be positive.
Yeah.
Better
this
watch
is
it.
just basically we just wanted to give an insight
Yeah.
into our life as to why we made this decision, and like, if people are looking to move, it is definitely without doubt a good choice to move if you're looking for that. If you're looking for that kind
Maybe
of
we can have a series on like how we moved. Like, is it worth shipping your things here?
Yeah,
How to
if
find
anyone's
an apartment
interested
when
in
you're new
that.
to the UK. Like, there's so many things like we did not
Oh,
know when we moved to the
yeah.
UK,
A lot of
that I
things
think
I
is like a
wish I
gap in
knew.
knowledge that is good to share, which we struggle to get. So I
Yeah.
think, yeah, maybe we'll share some videos to, like, for people who want to move to
Yeah.
easily
Yeah.
understand what to do.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you.
Alrighty. So that's about it.
That's it. Bye.
I hope you guys like the video. Bye.